Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. Let me start off by thanking Rocco's mom for the above collage. I love it. Let me wish everybody, I hope you all had a happy Mother's Day yesterday. I know I did. Everything was great. I picked up my youngest son from college, moved him back into the house. My goodness, did he bring a lot of stuff with him. So we're just going to discuss a few items on here, and then we'll move into what I call our big story for today. So let's go. Yeah, this is just a comparison that I just happened to see online. The difference between two duchesses and how they bend down. All right, I just wanted to put this up in response to what I said yesterday about Meghan's mental health and the fact that she didn't reach out to anybody, not even Eugenie, who supposedly she was good friends with, not Charles and Camilla, not her mother, not the doctors that were watching her while she was pregnant, nobody, but yet the blame is being laid everywhere else. So I would like to thank Goo, or Good Boy Goo 2, for this photo, because I think that points out exactly what I was trying to say. Spot on. All right, we're starting off with some pictures that came up. I'm not exactly sure what this guy is doing. I could be wrong. I think Harry pulled his back because it looks from the photos and from the video you're about to see that they were trying to stretch out some muscles. I had no idea that Harry had man boobs. I know a lot of people do, but I just didn't think that Harry did. I found this pictures a little shocking. Anyway, here's the video. I think he had pulled a muscle and they were trying to stretch it out. Now, the pictures and the video you're about to see were released by Backgrid, which you know is like paparazzi for hire. Also, the guy in the hat looked right up at the camera at one point, so it was pretty obvious he was in on it. All right, watch this. Anyway, I think he's a little out of shape. Yeah. All right, moving on. This is just a poll that was put up on Twitter by Baroness Buck. What do you think Meghan would do to get that photo of the Queen meeting Lilibet? You know, Lilibet meeting Lilibet. And of course, I put push H to hustle for it, and I'm in the 59th percentile for that. I just thought this was funny because I do think that this is what's going to happen. All right, moving on. I also wanted to put up this comment made on Twitter. Imagine excitingly announcing that you're going back to the very place where you claim you suffered racism and you were suicidal because of the toxic environment, but you're excited to go back there. Exactly my point. Meghan removed her reference about the show Pearl from the Archewell website. Very quietly, it was just removed. Now, it's come out that after it was canceled, Harry actually called the higher-ups at Netflix and tried to talk them into keeping it. And of course, they told Harry no. I think that might have been the very first time he's ever been told no by Netflix. And now the report is out by Neil Sean that Harry and David Furnish are going to try to get together to somehow produce this show. I mean, I don't get it. Nobody wants to see it. I don't know why they're pushing as hard as they are, but okay, it is what it is. All right, moving on. All right, for those who are interested in seeing how this whole thing goes down with Meghan and Harry and William and Kate, they're going to be together at the Thanksgiving event at St. Paul's Cathedral on June 3rd. I foresee them getting out of a car, and I foresee a lot of booing. That's what I see happening. All right, moving on. Now, this next article came up saying, you know, Americans just aren't into them, and the truth of the matter is they're not. People love the Queen, they love the royal family, and as soon as Harry and Meghan took on this victim narrative that they're still running with, I might add, Americans just aren't that interested. Yeah. Netflix is backing. They're like beating a dead horse. You know what I'm saying? All right. This next story I was very happy to see. Lady Louise is going to drive Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh's carriage for the Platinum Jubilee as a tribute to him. She's the one who inherited his carriage. I think that's a very nice tribute from his granddaughter. Now, it's also being reported that George, Charlotte, Louis, Savannah, Ilsa, Mia, Lena, Lucas, August, and Sienna will all take part by being in the carriage that Lady Louise is driving. Notice who is not going to be in the carriage. All right, I had to bring this up today, you guys. Do you remember when Harry criticized the way his father raised him? And then he criticized the Queen because she's the one who raised Charles, and therefore he was suffering from all this genetic pain and inherited trauma. And so as a result, he feels like he needed to move to California to break the cycle of bad parenting so he could be a good father to Archie and Lily. Okay, let's just take a quick peek at that, shall we? First of all, I really wonder what Archie is going to make of the statement that was put in the press and shot around the world that while he might have made Harry and Meghan parents, it was Lily that made them a family. What do you think Archie's going to think about that statement? Then there's the picture that was released that clearly shows everybody fawning over the baby and paying no attention to Archie. Yeah, I'm sure that won't cause him any pain. Then you have all these fabulous pictures that come out that show the Cambridge children outside playing, growing up with the cousins, having family get-togethers. They're being raised with parents and grandparents and cousins and aunts and uncles, and everybody's in there, and it's fabulous. And then you wonder what Archie and Lily are doing because they literally never leave their house. I mean, this second birthday picture, I think, just really shows how these kids are growing up. Like, that's not going to cause them pain when they realized that Harry and Meghan moved them away from the family where they could have grown up surrounded by all this family, and instead they're growing up in California with only Doria. Like, they're not even being allowed to meet Thomas. How do you think their kids are going to feel when they grow up about that genetic pain? And by the way, in case you guys didn't notice, they did not release a third birthday picture for Archie, and I firmly believe it's because they tried to put on some pseudo party with I don't know who, and they let Netflix tape it for their special, and therefore they didn't want to release anything. That's my personal opinion. Let's be honest, Prince Harry grew up. He had a very privileged childhood. He went to the best schools. He's basing his entire genetic pain based on the fact that his mom died. And I hate to point this out to him. A lot of people lose their moms young, but they don't become victims for the rest of their lives and just ignore everything else nice about their childhood. But that's what Harry's done. I think when Archie and Lily are old enough to realize how they were cheated out of growing up in that environment, and they have been cheated, I think they're going to have a lot of genetic pain against Harry and Meghan. Maybe they'll write a tell-all book about how rotten their childhood was because of the way that Meghan and Harry raised them. I think that would be fair. All right, I had to put this picture up because what Finn does at night is he crawls under the bed, turns around, comes back up, and then plops himself down next to my husband firmly and stretches out his paws and goes to sleep. Now, usually by the time we wake up in the morning, he's out of this position, he's up on the pillow, and he's nose to nose with me. It's crazy what he does. But look at the way he sleeps. He's just the sweetest. So I want your comments. What do you guys think about Harry whining about genetic pain? And do you think his kids are going to turn around and say the same thing to him? Because I think that they will. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you've already hit it, double check to make sure that you're still subscribed. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Getter. You can follow me on Rumble. You can email me. To those of you who have donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.